Hey everybody, welcome to Metal Guns and Outdoors. Today I'm doing a requested video. Kaboom 362 asked if I'd do one on a beginner pistol. I'm going to try to cover what I can here. I wasn't real sure about your specifics on your request, so I'm going to take it as a beginner, like somebody has not ever fired a firearm and wants to get into them, or maybe they have here and there but just needs to get back into it and learn a little more. Well, for those that have never fired a firearm, I always suggest a single shot because of the safety factor in it. Now, something like this, these little keystones here, they are just neat. It's in 22. You can put some 22 shorts in it or some subsonics where they're not that loud to get somebody started on. Very safe firearm. You have to load each round and only one. And then when you get it loaded, you still have to cock it back and then get ready to fire. These have a really nice trigger on them. Someone should not have any trouble with it. Got some nice sights, especially out in the sunlight. These things look fantastic. The safety aspect of this firearm is just outstanding. This will get somebody used to the sound, what little bit of recoil this thing is going to give, and get them used to holding a firearm, and a great introduction to shooting. Yeah, I highly recommend this little thing. We've done a video just on this if you want to go back through the playlist and check it out. These are great. Another one that I recommend for beginners is a single action revolver. This little Chiappa in 22 is a good example. It's not a heavy gun. It's got a good grip to it. Got your basic black sights, which you got to get used to. Good training tool. And as you see, this thing, it doesn't fire until you pull that hammer all the way back. Then when you do, it does have a real good trigger in it. Chiappa makes a good little old gun for the money. And you got the little Heritage Rough Riders and such as that, and the single actions. And with a pistol like this, this is a good learning tool. Over here, of course I still got the red disc in it, but you load, put it on half cock, you turn the cylinder and load it, and then subsequently when you go to unload it, this here, just push the shell out through your opening there. So they're easy to deal with, easy to learn on, and being that it's a single action only, it's very safe. And as far as investment, most of these little pistols, you can get a Magnum cylinder. So this is a gun that you're not only going to buy for a beginner, but you'll probably hold on to, get the Magnum cylinder for it, and keep it in your collection. You can also get different styles of grips. It comes with these basic plastic ones, but you could get something like a Hogue and a rubber grip, something a little more comfortable. And like I say, the learning aspect of a single action will teach you patience and aim and how to load and unload a firearm and just to be safe. Now, just in case your question pertained to semi-autos. Good little first gun if somebody's just got a little bit of experience with firearms and they need a little carry gun. I always suggest something along this line. This is a little Taurus TCP in 380. They're not real troublesome to deal with. Mag releases, goes back in well. They chamber easy, they're not really hard. The slide releases here. That's it. No external safety. Not a bunch of extras to deal with. As far as somebody's first little carry gun, or to just you want somebody to get used to a little semi-auto to take outside and shoot, these things are great. Got a good little trigger on them, and you know, they're just a good little old gun. I mean, Taurus got this TCP, and you got their new Spectrums out. Same difference on that. Your little Rugers, you know, and get your little Diamondbacks and 380. They're all basically around this size, little square style platform, and be good for somebody to start off with as far as a little carry gun, or just to get them used to something bigger than a 22, add a little bit more pop and a little bit more power to it. And then there's a lot of people who just want to start out with something with a little power. Their main concern is self-defense, and they're not going to shoot a whole lot, which, I mean, hopefully if this is a friend or relative of yours, you encourage them to at least get it out and shoot enough to get used to the firearm and learn how it operates. But the basic revolver. This is a 357 Magnum. This is a little Taurus. And it also shoots 38 specials, which are not super loud and they don't kick really hard neither. This is a go-to for a lot of people. Swing out cylinder type, 5-shot. It's easy to load and then unload, so it's not a whole lot of trouble. This is a hammer gun. A lot of people prefer the no hammer or hidden hammer style, and you can get them in several different brands, just whatever suits you need or your price range. But these they can be single action or double action, and a lot of people prefer that. But as far as a beginner to intermediate handgun, I highly suggest the little 38 special style revolver and a snub nose. They're just good little guns. They seem to work well, and a lot of people just like them and get real comfortable with them. And of course with these you can change out the grips, and later on, once you do get used to it, you can run some hot 357 mags for some really awesome shots. And again, this is the type of firearm you're going to buy and probably keep in your collection, because it's always a great little shooter and a great little backup gun, and they just last and they don't fail you, and that's what you want. Well, I hope that is the answers to the question that you was looking for. I think any of these would make somebody a good beginner gun. It just depends on what type of beginner they are. Like I say, if they've never fired a firearm in their life, you know, I highly suggest going with the single shot for the safety factor of it. If nothing else, you know, just safety, because it only shoot one time, that's it, until you go through the process and load it again. And it does teach patience and aim and trigger control. And the single action revolvers, I mean, they are just fantastic. And all of the above, I mean, the safety's there. You have to have good trigger control and get your aim and your hold down pat with a pistol such as this. And like I say, the other two are more for somebody that has shot some and just looking for something to carry and keep the cost down, and they're not going to be out at the range, you know, hitting for bullseyes at 150 feet all the time. Them two right there would do fine. Well, y'all, I hope you enjoyed that video. and I hope I got the point across of what y'all was wanting to know. If you would, leave me any comments, any suggestions, any questions. I'm very happy to get to them. And if you can, hit us up on our Patreon page. And if you would, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank y'all very much, and be safe.